would do a nice, comfortable relaxation pose. No standing today, just going to be seated and on our backs. So taking a deep inhale, exhaling together. Go ahead and establish your Ujjayi breath for a count of 6. Remembering to inhale with your stomach first, and then your chest. Allowing that inhale to look like a nice big wave. And then your exhale to look like it's a crashing wave. The intention for tonight's class is peacefulness. So go ahead and set your personal intention of how you choose to be peaceful, whether it be peaceful for someone else or peaceful for yourself. Taking a deep inhale together. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Starting off our class with small neck circles, going counterclockwise, keeping it much smaller than we usually do. Just warming up our neck. Exaggerating, keeping them small. Allowing any of that tension that you might have built up from throughout the week to loosen. As you come back to the top, go ahead and take clockwise neck circles. Still keeping them relatively small. Making sure your posture is upright. Going as slow or as fast as you feel. The slower you go, the more you feel each motion. The faster you go, the more you'll warm up your body. Coming to the top, we're now going to take large neck circles so our right ear comes down to our right shoulder. As we bring our chin to our chest, our neck should curve, our body should curve just a little bit. So involving your whole body as you do these neck circles. Going Going in the counterclockwise direction. As you reach the top, go ahead and go in the clockwise direction. As you complete your last neck circle, come back to a comfortable seated Sukhasana. This time, we're going to bring our hands to heart center. Chin comes to chest, but draw your shoulder blades out from each other. Feeling a stretch at the bottom of your armpits. Drawing your shoulders away from your ears, but continuing to expand your shoulder blades. Keeping your eyes closed. Tonight's practice will be easy, but that's because I want you to focus on your peacefulness, listening to your body, listening to your thoughts, and slowly removing them one at a time. Coming out of Sukhasana, let's bring our left foot in towards the center of our body. Right foot is going to extend out, coming into a half butterfly position. Go ahead and square off your hips, facing your right foot, and reach down to hold on to your toes or your shin, wherever you feel is comfortable. As you take each exhale, try going deeper into the stretch. As you take each inhale, go ahead and come slightly out of it, making a wave motion. Continuing to make sure your hips are squared off. Allowing your head to hang heavy. Bring both hands to the outside of your right leg. Feeling a stretch on not only your hamstring, but also now the right side of your lower back. Go ahead and go as deep as you'd like by bringing your fingers farther away from you, or come out of the stretch by bringing them in closer to you. Go ahead and open up by bringing your left arm over your left ear, keeping your right hand right where it is. Go as deep as you can into the stretch. Try not to bounce here, but instead hold the pose and go deeper. Making sure your left knee stays grounded. We don't want to compromise the grounded position of our legs to go further into a stretch. Go ahead and release, this time bringing our right foot to the inside. Left foot comes out, squaring off our hips. We're going to do a regular half butterfly, going as deep or as shallow as you'd like. Whenever you get to the position of comfort, go ahead and hang your head. Bringing both hands to the outside of your left leg, twisting a bit so you feel a stretch on the left side of your lower back, continuing to feel the stretch in your left hamstring and your quads. Left hand as is, bringing your right arm over your right ear. Go ahead and stretch the right side of your body. And release, bringing our feet back together into butterfly position. This time we're going to do a seated happy baby. So bringing your right pointer and middle finger around your big toe of your right foot, holding on to your left foot with your left hand. We're going to extend our right leg out, keeping it as bent as you need, or going ahead and extending all the way. Giving yourself a different perspective of happy baby. Go ahead and release. We're going to do the same on our left side. Seated happy baby. And release, staying in butterfly position. We're going to do a couple of wrist circles, going out first. And going the opposite direction. Coming into tabletop. Let's do some cat and cows. Expanding your chest into cow. Exhale, tucking your chin, rounding your back into cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Go ahead and turn your fingers so that they're pointed towards your knees. We're now going to do some outside wrist stretch. Go ahead and bring your knees in close to your hands. You're kind of in an upside down tabletop now. We're slowly going to bring our hips onto our heels as if we're going to go into a hero pose. Stop wherever you're comfortable and then stay there, giving your wrists a nice stretch. Go ahead and release out of that, coming back into tabletop pose, bringing our right arm up. Right arm is going to thread between our left hand and our left leg, bringing our left arm into a bind by holding on to the right thigh. And go ahead and draw your hips towards your heels. So you're going to thread the needle. By drawing your hips back, you're giving your right shoulder a deeper stretch. Unbind your left hand, bringing it back. Bringing your right arm back into tabletop. This time, left arm is going to come up towards the ceiling. Thread the needle on the left side. Once again, binding that right arm and bringing your hips back. Go ahead and release your thread the needle. We did wrists one way, but now we must do it the other. So flipping our hands so that we're putting our weight on the back of our palm instead. We're now going to draw our hips back as far as we can, keeping your knees close to your fingers, palms facing towards the ceiling. This one feels really good if you're at your desk all day, typing away. Allowing yourself a nice release on your Friday night, on this chilly Friday night. Go ahead and come back into tabletop position, bringing our hips onto our heels, so we're in heel pose, shaking out our wrists, doing a nice neck stretch to the right side by bringing your right hand to your left elbow, drawing your right ear down to your right shoulder. Go ahead and release, keeping your left hand on your right ear, drawing your left ear down to your left shoulder. Very nice. Go ahead and release. Coming onto our knees, we're going to do a half camel. If you're comfortable doing a full camel, go ahead and do so. For a half camel, we're going to support our lower back and give yourself a nice slight bend. For a full camel, bring your heels and your fingers together. Drop your neck backwards. Give yourself a nice back stretch. Go ahead and come back up by bringing your right hand to your lower back, followed by your left. We're going to come straight into a child's pose, keeping our knees together, ankles are touching. Forehead is going to come onto the mat, arms in front of you or to either side, depending if you want a relaxing child's pose or an active child's pose. Camel can be a very deep back bend. So if you do camel, make sure to always do a child's pose after. Let's go ahead and come onto our back as we close out tonight's practice. Giving ourselves some nice knee circles by opening up opposite ways. Go ahead and go the opposite direction. Bringing your knees together, let's take both knees in the clockwise direction. Going in the counterclockwise direction. Bringing your knees in close to us, go ahead and give yourself a hug. You made it through the whole week. You're taking this time out for yourself. Bringing our hands into a T. Go ahead and drop your feet onto the ground and let your right knee hit the ground. Left will be slightly behind the right knee. This is a gentle spinal twist. Continuing to gaze over your left fingertips. Bringing your knees back into the center, dropping them to the left side this time. Your right knee will be slightly behind the left, gazing over your right fingertips. Let's go ahead and bring our knees up to the center, holding on to either big toe, coming into one last happy baby. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and release into Shavasana. Palms facing up, legs in either direction. Returning your breath from your Ujjayi breath to your normal breath. Relaxing your forehead, your eyes, your nose, your mouth. Take a deep inhale and relax your shoulders, your elbows, your wrists, your fingers. Inhaling and relaxing your hips, your knees, your calves, your ankles, your toes. Doing one last check from the top of your crown to the tips of your toes. Sending your breath to any part of your body that may feel you need some more relaxation too. Coming onto your right side, go ahead and come into a fetal position, cradling your head in your right arm. Whenever you're ready, let's meet at the top of our mat in Sukhasana with our eyes closed. Taking one last inhale together. Namaste, yogis. May the light in me honor the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much.